Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting Minecraft tutorial. I am Tyken, and today I want to start off with something special. I decided to make a tutorial on how to find dungeons in your world quickly and pretty much easily. First, what you need is Cartograph, and you need Paint.net. Well, you don't need Paint.net, but it's the one I use, and it really helps. Anyway, let's go ahead and open up Cartograph, which I already have here. Once you download it, it should be pretty simple. Should have a bunch of files and everything in it, but all you really need is this thing. Double click to open it, and this little thing should pop up. It should give you a list of worlds, settings, and all that to click on. What you want to do is you want to find your world. My world is 5 in this case. Then you want to make sure it's clicked on normal, so it should look something like this. Well, change depending on which world you're on. And then you're going to click render. The little bar should fill up at the bottom like this, and when it's done, you should have a picture file in your folder that says like world whatever normal, which I'm about to show you. Once it's done, there we go, right here. And this is my world, as you can see, although it's a little smaller, so let's zoom in a bit. You can see my original base here, my little torches for my spawn, my dojo type thing. But enough of that. Next, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to keep it on the same world, switch it to height gray, and right here where it says 0 only, you're going to want to erase the 0 and type 48. And then you're going to scan again. I already did this previously, so it's pretty fast. So, it may take longer depending on your computer. But, let's go ahead and do that, and it should be done. Now when you're done, you should have a weird picture that looks like this. A bunch of gray, very different gray color blocks all over this white panel. I'll show you how that helps us in a moment. First, we need to open up Paint.net. Now, once you have Paint.net, oh, and don't worry, I'm going to be linking everything that you need, all the links that you need in the description, so you can get it quickly and easily. Anyway, when you open up Paint.net, come up here to Layers, and click it. Then you should see Import from File. Come down here, and I already have it on my desktop. I moved the 2 earlier. You're going to want to hold down Control and click Normal Day and Height Gray Only 48. Initially, basically just selecting both of them at the same time. Then you open, and they should pop up layered on top of each other. Let's see. Now we're going to zoom in by holding Control and zooming in with the wheel. As you can see now, where's our gray squares? Okay, hold on. Need to pop up layers. Here we go. It's not layering properly. Let's see. Let's try moving this layer up. There we go. If you have the same problems, you basically just move the height gray up the layers. So the height gray should be on top, the normal one should be on bottom. And if you don't know how to do that, you just click the one you want to put on top, and then you can move the layer up with this arrow button. So that should work. Anyway, now that we've figured that out, let's see. If you see all these gray squares on your map now, you can pretty much tell where on your map there's a dungeon, or at least underground. If you're having problems seeing it, or don't know what's just stone, like here, because this is stone, or what's a dungeon, you can always click the checked box next to height gray only, and all the dungeons will disappear. So if you think this right here might have been a dungeon, and it doesn't disappear, then it's not. And as you can see, you can just keep clicking on and off, and you can even do the same with the map. And you can see if it's directly a dungeon or not. You can see here, this is the first dungeon I found that I turned into a skeleton trap because it's mostly gone. Oh, and if you're wondering what the 48 only is, which is what all these squares are, they're essentially, Cartograph is scanning only for mossy cobblestone. You can scan for mob spawners or chests or any number of things, but I prefer mossy cobblestone because it's only in dungeons, and it's a large enough quantity where you could see it pretty easily on a map. But anyway, let's go ahead and take this map that we've got now and go inside Minecraft and see if we can find a dungeon. Okay everyone, we're back in Minecraft here. Now that I've logged in, let's go ahead and go, as you can see this is my world, but let's go ahead and find our first dungeon. I remember I saw one close to where I was working with my redstone, so let's go there and see what we can do. And I swear I'm gonna die every time I jump from that. But anyway, let's go ahead and go. Stupid mountains. Actually, no, never mind. Let's just block up instead. This will be much quicker. If I can do it right. And, okay. I remember, if I saw correctly, on my map, there should be one close to my redstone testing area, which is actually where I'm going to be building my cow statue soon, if you're interested in seeing. So let's get over here, and... aha, my redstone testing area. Now let's check our map again, and let's see... redstone testing doors were right here, and it's a little bit right here. You're gonna take a few tries to actually get it right. I've been doing this a couple of times, so I may get it the first time. But you're gonna want to try to get it in the middle as possible, so you room for error. But let's see, between the two trees and kind of down from this one. So it should be right about here, I'm going to say. So let's go ahead and get digging. I also really recommend doing this only on peaceful mode, since you're going to be dropping directly into a dungeon. And that's a bad thing. Well, if you're not on peaceful anyway. And luckily it's day, so you should be able to see everything pretty nicely down here. Okay. From what I saw... oh, yes. On the map, too, if depending on the color of gray, the darker the gray, the deeper it is, so we may be digging a while. The lighter the gray means it's really close to the surface, or closer to the surface. So you can either go for close or closer to the surface. So let's see. Aha! Perfect! Right in the corner. Wow. I couldn't have planned that better. But as you see, we found a dungeon here. Nothing's spawning because we put it on peaceful, or at least I did. And you have your own dungeon. Do whatever you want with it. You can turn it into a monster trap, like I did, or you can just farm them for chests, which cost a lot of wood, so that's good for that. But the best thing about dungeon farming is you have a low chance to find an apple, and well, you get lots of iron and buckets and all that, but you can also get a record, which is how I got 4 records, well, I think 3 records on my main world. Of course, after you're done, you're going to want to get rid of all the mossy cobblestone. So, well, for one, it's good for decoration purposes, and as well as, well, you don't want it to show up on your next scan. So you're like, oh, well, I've already been here because there's no more mossy cobblestone. So it's a pretty quick and easy thing to do. Not too much of a hassle. And you can do this over and over again with all kinds of dungeons. And you can pretty much get rid of all the dungeons on your map. Of course, I recommend keeping a few in case you ever need any. Of course, you can still loot the chests, and of course mark them in case you ever need them in the future. And that's pretty much it for this tutorial. I hope it helped you guys. If you have any problems, go ahead and post a comment or even send me a message directly, and I'll try to help you the best way I can. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this mob spawner, though, since I don't need it. But, like I said, if you guys need any help or have any problems, just let me know. This video should be clear enough, but if you don't understand something, I wouldn't mind answering a few questions or anything like that. So go ahead and just send me any questions you want, and that's going to be it for this video. I hope it helped you guys, and I'll see you next time.